He's Alex Castellanos, and he joins us every Tuesday. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
All right. How much tolerance do you have for this zero tolerance policy?
Well, I think the president is actually doing the right thing, but perhaps the wrong way here. I can't believe that seeing pictures of kids in cages is going to get Republicans votes from soccer moms in 2018. Usually that's not a big help, but we got to remember how we got here. Two previous presidents, a Republican Bush, a Democrat Obama, said, hey, families of illegal immigrants, you can come over here and we'll either let you go in 21 days, keep the family together, or we'll separate you. That has been the law, court decisions. So families figured out, hey, if we flood the U.S. border, if we come as a family, if we come with kids, that's a free ticket in. And in the last year, the increase in illegal immigrant families coming here has been 435%. It's a real crisis, and we can't keep doing what the other two previous presidents did.
Alex, I think everyone can agree on all sides of the issue that by doing nothing over the last 20 years, we've gotten right. This is the worst policy.
Yes.
Doing nothing. But since no one will agree to compromise, and no one will agree to sit down and hammer out some type of agreement, and they would rather bludgeon each other over the head with it, this is what we have. And so you find yourself, and the videos, the audio, it's pretty striking. But what's the end game here? How does this end? Because you're going to have more and more kids every day coming in. More and more kids separated from their parents. Where does this end?
Well, Ted Cruz, of all people, who is in a border state and running for re-election, actually has a good idea. It is the don't separate the families and cost me my re-election bill. And what Ted's bill does is it says, look, we're going to keep the family together, but process these families in 14 days and either ship them back or let them go. Now, that could pick up a little momentum, but it would be completely partisan. Right now, there is zero interest in doing anything other than playing politics with this in Washington. I can't see a joint Democrat-Republican effort.
Yeah. Somebody told, well, two things, Alex, and that is this. I find it striking that we're giving these illegal immigrants food, clothing, health care, and making sure they're safe. We're doing more for these illegal immigrants who are separating from their parents than we are for some citizens in this country.
And, by the way, sometimes better conditions than they left behind.
Yeah.
But, of course, Hillary Clinton has weighed in to say how terrible it is because, she studied the Bible. And Hillary says that this is just in clear violation of all 6 commandments with which she's familiar.
Well, there's been a lot of men of the cloth, women of the cloth, including Franklin Graham, who is finally breaking with President Bush. So there's a lot of people of the cloth who are saying something similar.
You would think that this is the opportunity for some Americans to actually come together and do something about this. We have a border patrol. They can stop Mexican families at the border from coming in, but by law they can't stop Central American families from El Salvador, from Colombia, from Honduras. That's something we could fix too.
So, again, Alex, I don't see Donald Trump caving. Donald Trump doesn't cave in situations like this. He digs his heels in. Could he be digging his heels in, and this is the one story that he will not be able to play?
I doubt it. I think Donald Trump can play any story. I think he'll be fine at the end, but that's not necessarily true for Republicans on the ballot in 2018. They don't have his Teflon, his insulation. They don't have his strength. They are not indispensable like he is, Trump is to Trump voters. So it may be okay for Trump. He literally could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and get away with it, but not so Republicans in 2018. This could be the Titanic.
Yeah, 58% of Republicans approve, and while that's almost 60%, that's a little low when it comes to their own party supporting a presidential policy.
Yeah, that's like saying that the St. Louis Cardinals are behind their team 58%.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's not very good.
Yeah, that's not a very good number if you're a Republican looking at this. All right, Alex Castellanos, we'll leave it there. Next week, I'm sure this will have progressed one way or the other, and we'll get your thoughts next week. Alex, thanks for checking in.
See you then.
You got it.